Studio Express, you hear that?
So this is Express Yourself.
Express Yourself.
Express Yourself Radio.
Express Yourself Radio.
It's another edition of the Express Yourself Radio with myself, DJ Ali, and
myself, Dodd D. Definitely looking back at 2019
into 2020,
and we're absolutely all over the place, isn't it?
Yeah, January, like I said, is normally it's quiet, but
yeah, it's quiet when you don't want to play out, but it's quiet when it's.
We kind of got busy.
We got busy this year. So we started off at the thank you party for Special Touch.
Yeah, that was a roadblock session as per usual.
Down in East London, definitely one for your diary, and then went down to New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve was at the XL building in the Docklands.
Yeah, definitely a cracker. Courtesy of Delaware P, Sandra and Brian. Definitely putting a splendid event year to year. Watch out for that one.
What was we after that? The best of the best, that's right.
Best of the best. Stone Love alongside Addis, courtesy of Mikey Coos. Year to year roadblock session. It's been there for how long now? About 10 years, hasn't it?
A bit longer than, maybe even longer than that.
Even longer than that. But definitely one for your diary. Every single...
Question for you. Where was the first one?
Wow.
You can't remember.
Hold on. It's coming to me. You've got me.
Tudor Rose.
That's right, Tudor Rose. Stone Love, yeah. What? Your brain's on too. You're on point, innit?
It's sharp like a razor.
All right, then we went from there and went down to Worm's birthday party.
Yeah, that was a nice one as well.
Down in Wembley. From there, went over to Gangster Kid.
Over East London again.
Yeah, alongside Team Westwood Pioneer. What a session, I'll tell you.
Yeah, roadblock session. And the weather that day was absolutely terrible that day.
Absolutely terrible. Terrible, you can't believe it.
Well, I couldn't believe how much people was in the place.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, my headphones came out. Yeah, so it was absolutely packed. With that weather, I didn't expect so much people, but I got to take my hat off to Gangster Kid. Wicked birthday party. You got your crowd and keep up your good work, mate.
What was it after that? Then we went into February, didn't we?
Yeah, Valentine's
over in Tottenham Green Legends.
Tottenham Green, the access granted, courtesy of the access granted massive. But you know the one you forgot before that was the ball.
Oh yes, the ball.
The ball.
How can you forget the ball?
Larger terrain.
Caddy
and alongside Richie F.
Oh,
Richie F. He's rich, isn't it? It don't make no difference. He's rich.
Yeah, very nice night down there in Royal Lounge, the ball.
Yeah, that was a definitely splendid, decored, branded, proper.
Yeah. That was February.
How can we forget our own party?
Yeah, our appreciation party down at GL Bar.
It was absolutely different music.
90s party.
Courtesy of D Nice, Mr. Prize. I got to take my hat off to those guys. Definitely played on point.
Yep. So that was February, and
watch out for the next appreciation party coming soon. Just 2 DJs. So it was Studio Express 65 alongside D Nice, and not forgetting Mr. Prize. So watch out for that one. Log on to www.studioexpress65.com for more information.
And we just got to tell you about a few forthcoming events.
Well, forthcoming events or proper events?
Yeah, proper events.
Well, first of all, we got the Cocoa White Boat Party. That's May the 17th.
Yeah, that's an exclusive boat party, limited numbers on the 17th.
But you know what? The theme is absolutely nuts. Shorts and shades.
Yeah, we're feeling that one.
I'm feeling that one.
And I've got my Cocoa.
Oh, yeah, have a look at that. He's got his Cocoa boat hat already. He's already got his thing set up.
I'm preempting.
Are you preempting, are you?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Warning all the DJs on the bill, you need to go to the gym, get your legs sorted out, because the ladies are definitely looking to see these footballer legs, and if it's any pigeon foot and the kind of thing, they're not interested. So I'm definitely in the gym, because I'm definitely not going to be in the pigeon league. What about you?
Well, we're kind of doing a little... One and two.
A one and two.
A one and two.
Okay, a 1 and 2. Also, watch out for DJ Ali and Sweet Vi's big, massive Cocoa White birthday party down there at the mansion. It's 3 years in the making. Well, it's not 3 years in the making, it's longer than that, but 3 years at the same venue, the mansion. The mansion absolutely plush. I'm going to leave DJ Ali to tell you all about it because I'm not getting involved. The reason being...
because it's absolutely sold out.
That's right. So I'm not getting to get involved. Please do not contact me after and say, how can I get my ticket? This is the man you talk to. He's the man with the plan, so DJ Ali, you take it away.
So basically, it's a massive mansion in just outside London. Tickets were $45 for the coach and £40 for drivers. But as my learned friend said, it's completely sold out. So we're looking forward to that one. So if you are coming, make sure you have the correct attire, not like some gents who kind of wore black last year.
You know what? You're shimmering, and we don't shimmer on the show. Big up my learning friend Jazzy D. We said all white, he came in all black. That's what it is. We do not shimmer on Express Yourself Radio.
Why did he do that?
As I said, I'm keeping out of it. Your birthday.
Anyway, if he does that this year, he's not getting in.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I'm not, you know what? I'm going to slide myself away from that. Leave that to the birthday boy, because that's his shout. But I would say to you,
so he has been warned.
Please stick to the attire. It's all white.
That's right. Stick to.
Even if you put a bit of cream, it's all white.
Yeah.
Even if you put a little washed out white, it's all white. But to put black in all white,
yeah, you're
a star. You're a star.
So this year we got definitely we've raised the bar. We got some nice little surprises for people coming down there.
So watch out for that.
And the DJ lineup has been sort of like boosted up as well.
So what I'm going to tell you to do, rather than tell you all the G's in the bill, log on to www.studioexpress625.com. It's all up there.
All the all white Coco website.
And the Coco AWC
website.
And it's all there. But also September,
we're having a closing party.
When you say closing party, we don't mean we've got a shop opening, we're closing. We're not closing that. What it is, we're keeping an end of summer party where you can come, enjoy yourself, but this one is totally different.
Yeah, because we got 2 rooms of some of the best DJs in the country. And
I'll give it that. I'll even push it one step further. I could say some of the best DJs in their field, in the world.
Yeah, most definitely. One room is going to be predominantly 90s.
And when we say 90s, I know a lot of people say, 90s, but we're covering all genres of 90s. We're talking hip-hop, we're talking jungle, we're talking acid, we're talking dancehall, bashment. We're dealing with 90s, and we've got some original 90s sounds, like 90%.
Also, Rampage will be in there, Master Steps,
Ill Kids,
and a few others, which I can't remember at the moment. But also, room number 2 will be
a strictly Rare Groove room.
We've got Rare Groove legends in room number 2.
Yep, courtesy of DJ Legs alongside East Enders. So they're bringing their 2 brands together. AWC meets
Rare Groove Legends.
So it's going to be absolutely different. So if you're a real old...
What date is that?
That's the 20th, 22nd? 22nd?
I think it's the 20th.
20th.
It's a Sunday.
Sure.
It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday anyway. Yeah. Whoever it's the 22nd, it's 20th, it's a Sunday. You need to be there. Get your tickets early. It's Rare Groove Legends, best of Rare Groove, and it's the best of the 90s. Down at the mansion.
With a touch of current
bangers.
We've got some of the top current DJs as well.
So we'll talk about that later on.
Yeah.
But if you want to know more information, log on to www.studioexpress625.com. Keep your listening ear onto the YouTube channel, and it's all coming at you.
Right.
And as we're talking about brands and AWC, for those who don't know, AWC is
all white cocoa.
So it's Cocoa White, but the actual promotion name is AWC. And as we're talking about promotion name, I've got to big up my mate. He's got a brand, and I'm very big on branding now, because we got our own T-shirts coming out, we got a clothes label coming out. Everything's branded now. So we're playing for this gentleman for about 20 years. Could be longer than that.
Seems like 100 years, to be honest.
Yeah. So we're playing for quite a time. He's got a brand called Stamp. Now, if you don't know what Stamp is, tell him a little bit about Stamp from your point of view.
Well, Stamp has been going for around about 20 years. But what we're going to do, we're going to go for a little break.
And
then we're going to introduce our special guest. He's going to tell you more about Stamp.
Yeah, Mr. Stamp's in the building.
Yeah, he's stamping himself.
He's stamping himself. So he'll be telling you about his brand, how his brand came about, and a bit more. So keep logged in.
A lot more.
Well, it's like you want to spill the beans.
No, not yet.
But I want to spill the beans, though.
Go on. No.
We'll come back for commercial break. We'll tell you what's happening.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Returning back after the commercial break. Welcome to Express Yourself Radio.
With myself, DJ Ali.
And myself, Dodd D. And our special guest, the big man. When I say the big man, the real big man.
No, he's kind of lost a bit of weight, so he's not that big anymore.
Oh, is that what he's talking about? I wasn't talking about the weight issue just yet, you know. I was like more talking about the big man in brand.
Yes, a very established gentleman who's been around for a little while, and it's
Oh.
Nice. It's definitely nice to have him in the studio and have a little conversation with him.
But what I'm going to do, I'm going to allow this gentleman to introduce himself. And who have we got in the studio, sir?
Good evening, Studio Express 625. This is yours truly, Wj Goodgroove from Special Touch, Supreme Radio, and of course the brand stamp and other things that take place around it.
A little bit more about the brand will be later. But we just want to find out, Goody, how did you get into music?
DJing as a whole?
Yeah, as a whole.
As a youngster, my dad used to entertain.
Well, when you say youngster, we got a bit of people know. When you say, give me a rough age, roughly.
I was 5-6 years old.
Okay.
Wow.
My dad used to play music in the house. Used to buy music.
Okay.
Yep.
So whenever we had a family party, he was the one playing the music.
Okay. So your dad was like a little DJ then, really?
Kind of like, it wasn't in like, out there playing that to anybody else,
He
but
just
definitely in the house.
Home entertainment.
Yeah, definitely.
So you followed in your father's footsteps then?
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I just looked at I was amazed by what music made people do.
Okay.
So in the house, he played whatever he was playing. He was definitely into soul music.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Kung fu fighting and that kind of music
Okay.
back then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So,
so-
we're talking music.
Yeah. So when I saw what was happening in the house, I was intrigued.
Wow.
And I think that kind of stayed with me until I got older when I started to buy music.
Okay. So what part of London did you actually grow up in?
I initially was born in Stepney.
Okay.
Okay. Proper East London.
Proper
like
East
that.
London, yeah.
Proper Cockney, yeah?
I mean,
Giving it loads, you was, eh?
By Bow Bells.
By
Bow
Bells.
Bells.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
You sound like Reggie Craig, do you?
Wow,
Then-
you're
then-
a proper East Londoner.
Proper East London. I moved to Brixton for a little while.
Okay. So you went over south, experienced south. What was the experiences over south then?
I was young. I was like
Okay.
6-7 years old.
Oh,
so
see,
I didn't
nothing
really know
to do
it
with.
more than so.
Yeah.
Then I went back to East London.
Okay. And from there, you stuck in East London.
Like your teenage years, it was...
It's all in East
School.
London.
East
School,
London.
everything East London.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when did you make that big dynamic turn into music?
I think I was from school, but I was always intrigued about sounds. Danny Casanova, Sir Biggs,
Okay.
those kind of sounds. I was kind of.
And was there anybody in school who you could say now that...
Yeah, like, was an influence like her?
There was, strangely enough, there was a young. When I was in secondary school, there was a sound that used to play out.
Okay.
Strangely enough, there were two twins, Earl and Carl. The sound name was the same. The sound name was left in my head at the moment.
Okay.
And they used to have a white guy.
Okay.
Scratch.
Okay.
Yeah, that most definitely intrigued me. But I was into music by then already and trying to build up my own different things.
Yeah.
As a DJ kind of thing, like house DJ, home DJ as they call it.
Home DJ. Okay.
But they took the bar a bit further and they built speakers and was playing out.
Okay.
Heatwave.
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 Okay.
I remember that sound.
Right. So Heatwave, and they kind of took it to the next level for me. So that's why I said to myself,
Interesting.
I'm interested, and I'm better than them. In my head.
Oh, so in your head
In my head.
So in your head you said to yourself, "This is me." They're not doing it like I would do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I literally thought I was better than them. So as a person, me being a person I was quite stubborn. Obviously, you always think you're better than somebody.
But do you think that's a good thing though?
I think it's a good thing if you want to spur yourself on. You understand? But sometimes there are people that think they're better than themselves, and we get to that bit later on down in the show. That think they're better than you that are not. So
okay.
it's just one of those things. But
They kind of believe their own height.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna do that, you have to produce what you believe.
Okay.
So for me, I decided that I think I'm better than them. I may not get the chance to show that.
Okay.
So let me do my own thing.
Okay.
So
And so what kind of age was that then? You're talking
15.
About 15.
So when you say doing your own thing, would you like?
So I decided to start putting on events in community centres.
Okay. From 15?
Yeah, one that springs
He's a real
to mind is
entrepreneur then,
is
wasn't
a
he?
place called Chats Palace.
Okay.
Which is on Chatsworth Road.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what was you charging? What was you?
I remember the name.
Yeah. But what was you charging?
£1.50.
Why, real hustler. Real hustler.
That's hard. But that's what gave me the little platform, because when you put on an event you kind of still at school.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you're putting an event, so everyone.
Everybody's there.
And you know, you got the ones that come and see you just to see you, and you got the ones that come and see you flop. So it's the same scenario.
Okay.
You know, I did a few things. They went well. Some things didn't go so well. But it gave me that platform to say, hey, this guy's a promoter. You know what I mean?
So when you say some of them went well, it's all good when you keep a rave and it goes well, it makes money and you get your accolades. How do you deal with your first event not doing so well?
Well, the first event that didn't go so well, the sound broke down.
Okay. So did it actually put you off from continuing at that point?
No, because at the end of the day, it was my sound.
Oh, your sound?
Okay. I built it.
So hold on. Let me get a clear picture of this.
You got the sound?
You got the venue, you got the sound, you're the DJ, and you're charging at 15, entrepreneur.
So, you know, and I think for me, it was a case of, this is the only way I'm going to get through.
Okay,
Even that being the case. Obviously, trying to do my own thing. From that, and people see me do what they knew I had music.
So what was you called then? You wasn't called Wj Goodgroove.
If I tell you now, Jesus Christ.
You know, this show we don't deal with no shimmering.
The sound was called Powerline High Power.
Powerline High Power.
Okay.
Yeah. Powerline High Power. Wj Goodgroove.
So, but you wasn't Wj
Goodgroove.
Oh, you wasn't Wj Goodgroove then? What was your name then? We know this show we don't hold back.
So
there's no holding back and skirting.
You say skip.
Yeah, I know. I'm going right back to that question. What was your name when you was in Powerline High Power?
Yeah.
What was the DJ's name?
Back then I was called Papa B.
Papa B. Yes, boy.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Papa B. So
when this is your life, you know
when we go back in the archive and say, you had your first sound system was Powerline High Power, and you was known as Papa B.
All right. So yeah, that was the initial start into the DJ thing.
Yeah.
All right. And so, how did you get from Papa B to
Wj Goodgroove?
Wj Goodgroove.
There was
It's a massive jump.
There was two eras for me.
Okay.
See, Papa B was the beginning. You know, back then everyone was called Papa something.
All right, but what kind of music did Papa B play? Because when I hear Papa B, I'm thinking about skenge. So
remember that era, the skenge era was before me.
Okay.
So me coming up was the likes of Anthony Johnson and those kind of people. So I was into, and because I was into sounds like Saxon and Tubbies, I kind of followed that genre of music for a while.
So Tenor and
that
era. And
I
Nitty Gritty and King Kong and
so we went that way. But you know, as you get into the sound system world, obviously there are people that obviously come in with you. So there was a few guys that came in to Powerline High Power.
So you remember the names? Because I think one thing we always do as so-called DJs, when we talk about our past and where we're coming from, we all seem to forget names of like who was with us.
What they were called, I'm just trying to remember. I don't think they had.
Because there's a couple members listening now.
Okay.
Almost the same. It's gonna look like and say, you see, now you turn Wj Goodgroove when you pop me, yeah. So
So there was two guys. Yeah. They never had DJ names like me. So one's name was Lloyd and one's name was Derek.
Oh, yeah. So Papa B, Derek and Lloyd.
So what it was because of the fact that I was so hungry for the DJ world. They just wanted to be in the sound. One of them was the operator. One of them. So it was that kind of scenario. But obviously headlining was me.
Well, just for those who's watching and listening, when you hear back in the day, you had your MC, you had an operator, and you had a selector. Now I'll break it down. The selector was the one that played the music. Operator was the one who played with the sound and dropped the bass and played with the equipment, and the MC was the one who used the DJ on the over the rhythm. So just in case we're going back into history and you're not sure, Papa B was the DJ, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So if we're hearing the tapes and
some old time tapes
with Papa
B, we know it's you.
At least we know it's you now.
I'll have to dig those up somewhere.
Okay, at least we know it's you.
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, all right.
I think there's a video floating around. I saw the other day on YouTube of me being in Hackney Downs
Okay.
And I think I got the name on my back.
So, you know, like when we go back in, like we like to go back properly and like we like to cover most grounds. But if you was Papa B, what was your hairstyle?
It was my hairstyle.
Yeah.
I think it was just
Afro?
It's a regular afro.
No, afro, but you
Well,
know,
a little
back
bump.
then we had a bit of a high,
A little bump.
you know, look at here, you know.
Okay.
But, but that changed as time went on. But
What about fashion? What about fashion though? Like, was you fashion? Was you fashion conscious then? Or-
Yeah, I think so. I think we was all fashion conscious in some aspects. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
I wasn't. Back then, you had soul guys, reggae guys.
Yeah.
And I was in between.
Okay.
I like the soul aspect of the clothes, but I like the reggae music. So it kind of.
Yeah, I can make sense of it. Cause with a name like Papa B, like the Papa would go for the reggae and the B would go for the soul. Yeah, I hear you. I'm with you.
So that was stage one of the transition
Yeah.
from Papa B to WJ Goodgroove.
I think when we all left school,
Yeah.
things changed. A lot of people took up a trade because that was just fun.
Okay.
So my brothers then went. One of us was a plumber, one of us was a carpenter,
Okay.
and I was an electrician.
Okay. Hey,
But
I got two ceiling lights. I didn't
so I took it up for a while, but my heart was in the music. So I decided to, as time was going on, I was still into the music. I was still trying to get myself out there, and so on. And luckily for me, I stumbled on some people that I knew from years gone by who were on the same wavelength as me.
Okay.
So Lloyd and Derek went to work, and I decided to
Stay in the music.
Right. So Lloyd Derrick went to work. So they left the sound. So was there any controversy about the equipment and?
Well,
and all
controversy.
that?
There's
'Cause I think every sound's
yeah,
been
of
for
course.
it.
There's controversy because there's music that I lost because it was in Lloyd's house. Yeah, them time we used to have a chest.
Yeah.
So there was records in there.
Did you used to write your name on your records, Papa B?
Of course.
Okay.
So you know.
Old school.
You know what I mean? So
Old
then
school.
there was, but then I
So
had.
anybody in tape and exchange and all them.
I can play it. If you see any records with Papa B,
you know that stuff. All right.
man's here.
Yeah. So I had the equipment, which was the most important part.
Yeah.
So even though the music had gone, I still had some of my own music.
Yeah.
But when you, as a sound back then, everyone would buy music and put it all in the same box.
Yeah.
That's just how it was.
And then when the arguments start, you have to find out who's in music. Yeah.
So that's how we did it. But then when they went their own way, I was buying music anyway.
Okay.
And I was continually buying.
So what year are we talking about? We're talking about in the 80s.
80s.
So what were some of the record shops that you used to frequent to get your music?
In them time, the Regal was still around.
Okay.
Yeah. Regal there.
Wired for Sound was called G&M's then.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I used to go to.
Was body music around then?
Yeah, it was always around, but it was predominantly reggae them times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I used to go to, I think it was G&M, Wired for Sound, G&M, Regal, and I used to go to 2 record stores in Oxford Street. I was coming that's got out of my head.
Okay.
Yeah. But there was a transition for me.
Okay.
As I got older, I realised that soul music carried the girls.
Okay.
Oh.
And reggae music carried girls, but not the caliber that
Yeah.
You wanted?
Yeah.
Okay. So
So
you was a girls man from early.
early out. So the transition was, I like soul music anyway.
Yeah.
And I just gradually went that way for a while.
Okay.
My
Well,
dress-
without us kind of getting to the arena of the girls, and that, would you think, or would you say, being a DJ, that comes with the territory, or do you think we as DJs invite that territory?
I think that anything that I have to be careful what I say here. Anything that will bring people into an event. Yeah. Anything that makes people rave, party. What do we look for? We look for the women.
Okay.
Yeah. But as a DJ, you're just producing music for them to party.
You're just an outlet to entertain.
Yeah. But back in the day, I'm not gonna lie, it was a magnet for women.
Yeah.
Women like obviously you had something about you, a little bit of a swagger. They wanted to be by the DJ box.
Okay.
I hear.
They wanted to know the DJs. They wanted to get it for free.
Yeah.
Those were the things where the women were drawn towards. And if you had some kind of swagger about yourself, just a little bit,
Yeah. It helped.
it helped.
Yeah. So that was the early days of the WJ Groove Papa B transition.
Papa B. If I ever knew that before, I'd tell you. Papa
So
B.
how did you, sort of like establish yourself? Because we've known you for a little while, yeah, and we're talking about the days of Splash and what else? Shinolas and all those sort of like clubs in East London. So that's where we kind of met you from there.
Yeah. So my transition from that was, I made up I made up another sound.
Yeah.
So it was called Friends Incorporated.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was lucky enough to be around some people who had a radio station.
Okay.
So the gentleman was called City Radio. And I got a prime time spot on the 8 till 10 in the evening. So from that was where I started to build myself. I started to build myself into a place where I could possibly people are hearing me on a wider audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how it started first for me. Then I moved my slot to afternoon.
But this time you're now Wj Goodgroove.
Yeah. So now I've changed. You want to know how it started? You want to know the transition from that?
Who gave you the name Wj Goodgroove?
I did. I thought that obviously as times are going on,
Yeah.
things change, don't they? So you can't call yourself Papa B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
A bit.
You know what I mean? So
Papa B, Flares, Pharaohs.
Yeah. So dressing changed. People wearing waffles, bananas.
Good old days.
Yeah. So the eras were changing.
Posh bees.
And you got to move with the time. So I said, this Papa B is not working for me. So I said to myself, you know what? Let me have a think about this. So it was the era of Derek Boland.
Yeah.
And he used to
Bentley's.
Yeah.
So I used to go there, and he always used to have this catchphrase, like playing the good groove.
Okay.
And I was like, good groove. I thought about it for a while. So I said to myself, you know what? My initials are WJ.
Yeah.
So I just put the thing together.
Okay.
And that's how it was born.
It worked.
Okay.
It worked.
Yeah. So, and I was them time. My musical preferences changed again. I fell into boogie.
Okay.
Yeah, and funk.
Oh, wow.
So it was always changing because East London was a hotbed for
No.
music.
If you don't know, East London at the time was the capital of underground party.
Yeah. East London was the area at that time. We're talking about 80.
We're talking about Oasis, Night Moves. We're talking about
Definitely
that era.
East London.
The East London had it.
Yeah.
So
from
for
top
me,
to bottom.
I went through different phases of music, but luckily for me, I had a brain for different types of music. So I was into reggae, I was into soul, I went into boogie.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 completely different genres of music. But I had always got a chance to play somewhere that kind of music.
Okay.
But when we met Wj Goodgroove, he's a reggae DJ. So how did this
Right.
boogie and Papa B and all this come into it? I'm confused now.
Where was the first time we played together?
301 Bannister's.
Was that the first time?
Yeah.
Because them time it was you, Super Ted.
Yeah.
Blake
Jeff.
7.
All of these all there.
Yeah.
And you all came out. The first time I booked you up.
Yeah.
301 Bannister's.
But I still can't get my head around the transition from Papa B to Wj Goodgroove. I can get that. That works. But the transition from Wj Goodgroove to boogie, and then from boogie to straight dancehall, you got to explain that one to me.
Because remember, as I said to you, I had a vast mind for music.
Okay.
So, and I always used to buy
All genres.
All genres of music. Well, after a while, obviously, I dropped off some of the stuff, but for me, reggae and soul was my thing.
Yeah.
And I could play it to a high caliber. So I thought to myself, the boogie part of it stayed with me for about 2 years. Yeah. And I used to play at Oasis on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
Jasper the Vinyl Junkie and CJ Colours.
Yeah.
And Jasper had a thing that had me. That's what the boogie part was for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I stayed in it for about 2 years, but there was no money in it for me. You know, I thought I was
After making
He was making more money
when you was Papa B, then you was Wj Goodgroove.
So
at that point.
right, but it was it was just a transition of music and difference.
Okay.
So by the time I'd been doing that for a while, I was still buying reggae and soul.
Yeah.
So luckily for me, well, not so much luckily for me, I think in 88, 89, I think I took a little trip to Manchester's Pleasure.
Okay.
For a while.
Just so you understand what my learned guest is talking about, He went on a little holiday, but paid for one. But basically, so you had a bit of bad luck.
Yeah. So when I hit the road again, I decided to throw myself into the dancehall scene.
Okay.
Why I don't know. Just decided
Something different.
You kind of just gravitated. To
Yeah, and that was when the likes of Splash came around.
But I'm not lying. Splash was the one.
Yeah.
It was the Splash was definitely. And if you don't know about Splash, Splash was in just off Homerton High Street behind the petrol station.
Yeah.
And believe you me, Wednesday nights was cracking. So if you didn't go to experience that era of raving, you definitely those are the foundations what make what we are calling rave.
Wednesday night was like a
it was
like a Saturday night.
Yeah, it was like a Saturday night. And who else used to play with?
So that was me, Mr. Banton.
Yeah, Mr.
Banton,
Ranks,
yeah.
which was my partner in crime at the time, and Crucial C, who used to own the club.
Okay.
Yeah. So
and how long did you have that for?
3 years. 3 years on a Wednesday, solid.
Yeah,
so that's when you saw your papers.
Yeah, that's when I knew that there was money to be made in the industry.
Yeah.
Okay.
But around about that time with Splash, because I've noticed everything is a spin-off. Splash kicked off, I was playing in Trends. Trends kicked off, I was playing in Oasis. So I had this circle of motion of things happening for me because, you know, like how it is. If you've got a night that's jam, people want to, them in your club,
they want to book
you.
Yeah.
So I think, for me, the Splash era was where I took off.
Yeah.
From that era, I became a bit more famous, quote unquote.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Yeah.
Credit where credit is due. A lot of people would say, "Oh, it's our egos and all the rest of it," but
them times it was
you was famous
because it was like
there was no social media.
Like Wj Goodgroove, then it was like TC
Ford, Mystery. You was big DJs.
Such a class.
You was big DJs. Yeah. So it's not when you hear a DJ who's done like 25 years service. He's not being egotistical. He's just telling you the facts. Back then, you made a name all over London by who you was. It wasn't a thing.
There wasn't no social
media.
Yeah,
there was no Twitter or
none.
Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook where you could say advertise yourself. Your advertisement was your music.
You had to do the groundwork back then.
You had to print flyers.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the radio was about.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, radio was much more relevant.
Yeah, it was essential.
Yeah.
It was more essential.
You know, you had to. You did your work. You put your flyers out. You did your hand, and the flyers were nothing like what we see now. You know what I mean? I thought I was heavy when I was going to clear print.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was just a simple black and white flyers, name, address, and that's it. And two champagne balls, and that's it.
You know what I mean? So I think for me, that era was where I said to myself, I can make money out of this. Proper money. You know, so I told my parents that I'm no longer going to be an electrician anymore.
Wow.
And I'm taking this thing serious.
Okay.
So you had that vision back then that this is what you're going to do. I'm not doing no more electrician. I'm not getting shocked. I'm not climbing no ladders. I'm not changing no bulbs. I'm going to be a DJ.
I'm be a DJ, which didn't go down too well with my parents. Say the least.
Say the least.
Say the least, innit?
But I suppose sometimes that's why I think to myself that if you never paid your dues, then you don't warrant anything. Yeah, and I went through a different type of road to get to where I needed to be. So when I got to that road, I said to myself, right, this is what I want to do.
Okay.
I wasn't going back. I wasn't
So
going back.
was there any low points in that transition? You know, like when you said to yourself, you know what, I can't do this no more. I just want to.
I want to go back to electrician work.
Yeah.
It's easier.
There was a time where I suppose sometimes you don't get booked out every week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that was just a low point of money, and I was still living at home, so it wasn't really a problem.
Okay.
At the time, you understand? When I decided not to live at home anymore,
It was a problem.
changed. Because then you realise what kind of bills you have to pay.
Yeah.
So
If you're not playing out that Saturday,
Right.
that's a void.
Right.
Okay.
So for me, it was like, now you take this really seriously. This is your team. You know what I mean? So then at that time, I was playing out 5 days a week.
Okay.
So it got to that stage where I built my brand to be 5 days a week. So now I'm earning money. Enough money to pay my bills, live, buy a car, do whatever I want to do.
Okay.
That's when it became serious to me.
But do you think that lifestyle affected relationships? You're moving forward in other fields. I
I think anybody who's going to be playing out 5 days a week and he's got a relationship, it's gonna fall. Unless the woman is really, really understanding. And back then I was a bit of a hardcore gallus. So let's be real about this.
So,
I dared want to cover that ground just yet, but if you feel free to talk about it.
It made life difficult.
Yeah, it would always make life difficult for people anybody who's, if your girlfriend or boyfriend was, an electrician and was leaving the house at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what profession you're doing. Anything,
it's time, innit?
Yeah. Anything that's not taking away, it's taking away from your other half is going to be difficult.
Yeah, but obviously with this one, it encountered girls. It encountered all different types of things. So it was a problem. But I didn't care about that. I was interested in the DJing part of it at once. Well, obviously I was interested in the girls as well.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to work for them.
You just wanted to establish your name.
So as a DJ, your whole and sole focus was to be a DJ.
Yeah.
And that's what you built up to be.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to be.
Okay.
So that's you now getting your name popular. You're out there now. People are now giving you accolades. They come up to you and say, "Yo, Wj Goodgroove, you're a bad DJ." What was your next move?
So for me, I think what used to upset me the most about this whole thing was that I used to put a lot of work in, and the promoters who were booking me, whoever they may have been, were reaping the benefits.
Okay.
Yeah, and they weren't paying the money. There was always some kind of problem. Oh, the dance never made that much money tonight, or whatever it may have been.
Yeah.
So I said to myself, I knew I had the idea to make dances, but I thought to myself.
So at that point, had you joined Special Touch by then?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. So I was just doing my thing. Nigel was Special Touch with other people at the time.
Yeah.
So, and I was booking them for dances. So that's how deep it goes. You know what I mean? But I said to myself, I can do my own dances.
Yeah.
I know how to do it. Obviously, it was a bit daunting. But so I used my ability to say, well, look, I can't afford to hire a big venue at the moment. So I've got a flap.
Okay. So you just basically kind of use that as revenue to kind of build up your name and build up the sound or build up your promotional name anyway.
So I started to do dances in my house. Yet again, me and I just wasn't Special Touch at the time.
Yeah.
Things had changed. So I was just my name on the flyer, along with Studio Express and whoever else I was booking.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, those dances took off.
Definitely. Definitely.
Took off to a different level. I didn't actually understand how, but they did. Did quite a few of those.
Yeah. I think we done quite a few.
Yeah, you did. So I think when I realised that I could draw people in, I thought, you know what? Can I be both? And I think when that transition happened, there was a lot of other DJs thinking the same thing.
Okay,
Well, I think at the time, I think Sweet Vibes was doing place in Lewisham, Le Fez.
Oh, yeah, Le Fez on Friday.
Yeah. And a few others were picking up things. I think Dodd was doing Corks. So there was people.
Yeah, who was doing transitions.
We can be the promoter because we know the game.
Yeah.
So I think for me it was like,
yo.
This is where I can make more money.
Okay.
So I decided to have the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then in 1996, Nigel approached me and was talking.
Oh, so Nigel approached you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Nigel was split up with Jazzy.
Yeah.
From a Special Touch. And I was still playing that as Goodgroove.
Yeah.
And the majority of Special Touch back in there was soul.
Yeah.
So, but obviously times are changing because remember, we played everything.
Yeah.
So Nigel never had the levels to play the reggae.
So obviously he called you. He called you.
Yeah.
And
So he asked me, like, you just enjoying up as Special Touch? And I said, if I do that, it has to be done my way.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
So he was like, what do you mean? I go, well, first and foremost, we have to change the name to Special Touch 96.
Why
1996?
Because that was the year we joined up.
Okay.
And also, I wanted it to know that it wasn't the old Special Touch.
Okay.
Oh, was it old Special Touch then, was it?
Yeah.
Well, the Special Touch previously had Jazzy. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. That Jazzy and
Mr. C was in Jazzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So for me, I said to myself, if you want me to do this, it's got to be done the way I want it to be done.
So with that, you put the special touch 96 on it.
Yeah.
You rebranded it.
Yeah.
What did the other members say?
Well,
By then it was just Nigel.
Oh, just Nigel by himself then?
Yeah,
Okay,
so,
right.
So, and what I did was, I think when it happened, there was a bit of a fight back from the actual promoters.
Okay.
And I used to play in what's the place on the Friday night, Dodd? Used to play that in Shoreditch.
Night Moves.
WKD?
No, TKO.
TKO.
Yeah. So I used to play upstairs.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
And Nigel used to play downstairs.
Okay.
Yes, you're right. That's right.
So
Yeah.
when we joined up, I just assumed that Nigel would come upstairs with us, and they sent me downstairs with Nigel.
Yeah.
Okay, so it made life easier.
So I said to Nigel, remember downstairs was a warm up.
Yeah.
So I said to Nigel, no.
Yeah, downstairs was the early session.
Early session, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So I said, no, that can't work. I said, you know what? If we can't play upstairs, then we won't play at all.
Wow.
And he was like looking at me like thinking, I said, no. If we're going to brand this, then we're going to brand it properly.
Okay.
Yeah, so I said, what we're going to do is, we're going to do 10 of our own dances. And he's like, 10? I said, yeah, 10 of our own dances. And they're all going to be house parties. Yeah.
And you sure, I'm not being funny, people, he sure did 10 house dances. And I do believe 10 of them was in the
Bannister house.
Bannister house. So, on saying that, if you don't know what Bannister house is, we're talking about a house. It's a house to the point where you just knew Wj Goodgroove was keeping it ready.
Oh, what was the other house that you used to have?
House that Jack built.
That was later. That was
Later on.
Okay.
So I did. Then I started getting different houses.
Yeah.
I did a dance off Melbourne Road.
Mode,
Police
yeah.
come and raid out the place with dogs. So I did a lot of dances.
Yeah.
But I said to Nigel, the only way you're gonna get where you want to be is if you do it yourself.
That's right, yeah.
So that's what we did. And as we did that, so the bookings started to come because we was making noise.
Yeah.
You know.
So you think if you was say you was talking to a younger DJ and you was telling him, like, giving him some advice, what advice would you give him to brand yourself and
don't be a DJ. No, on the real, it's not an easy game.
Yeah.
And I've seen it with my own eyes that I've seen DJs that are really good.
Yeah.
Like I've been up north or wherever, and I said, look at the guy, this guy's got some levels.
Yeah.
But there's always been that scenario where
You just don't get the break.
yeah. And I remember back in the day, I'm gonna pripped on this one. Back in the day, we used to play in Tyson Street. Yeah, me and Nigel was I think there was half of it was when I was by myself, and the other half was when I was with Nigel.
Yeah.
And I remember the nights where we'd come in there and play a wicked set and burn down the place, and then it would be like the middle of the dance, and then Dodd would get up on some kind of thing and say, right, for the rest of the night, it's just us, nasty boys, late submission, and no one else now playing. And I was still looking and think, I don't know what to say. I was like, this guy, what's wrong with this guy? But he had the levels to be able to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Well, I'll tell you what, more than anything else, I think it's like, at that stage, I think it was all congregate. Like, me and Ali just linked up there and it was all brand new. We're trying to make a name and we thought any opportunity to make a bit of noise, that was it.
Yeah, Tyson Street was definitely
Make noise.
Yeah.
The difference is, people, if you're listening to this again, Tyson Street, we had numbers of 1,800 people.
Yeah.
So you had to do things to make noise.
And that was just in the main room.
That was just in the main room.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the side room. So sometimes you'd have 2,500 people back then, and that was on an every week basis. So you had to make your presence felt.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I used to take time.
Yeah, and it wasn't. It was Oxgate Lane.
Yeah, it was all over.
Ashton Street. They used to do it all the time. So I said to Nigel, you know what? This thing's not working for me. Like, the man's getting Starboy
Accolades.
time. You know what I mean? Accolades on them.
Thank you.
We're coming and playing and burning on the dance and not getting the accolades. I said, no, it's got to stop. So I said, you know what? Forget this house dance thing. I'm gonna start doing some dances.
Okay.
You know, and that's when you start reaching out to places like Ruby Centre.
Okay.
You know, and then I you know, it just, you had to make your stamp. But remember, as far as I was concerned, I'm still gonna book their band.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? But it's my dance. So you can't tell me that I can't play.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I just thought that for every hurdle there must be a solution along the lines. You know what I mean? But if you're not that strong, you have to sit and take.
Well, I think back then, we had a rough time with the touch of class and
I think all of us
at the time.
All of us at that time, we were just under the touch of class.
yeah. So we wanted to get to that level.
Yeah.
Like we was going Oasis and looking at Mystery and thinking, wow. Big respect to PC Mystery anyway out in the capital, but
The door weren't open.
It was up.
Yeah.
We have to give accolades where accolades is due. Miss PC Mystery, TC Ford, DJ Keith. Those were the boys.
Those were the cream of the crop at that time.
And I said to myself, like, as you always want to aspire to be the person that you're looking at.
Yeah.
That's how I looked at it in my head.
Of course.
But I didn't want to be mystery. I want to be better than mystery.
That's right.
That's how I saw it in my head. But at the time, he had the monopoly.
He had the monopoly,
He had his car stickers. He had the girl around him.
He was doing what every man wanted to do.
Yeah. So I said to myself, you know what? I just have to keep on pushing. You know what I mean? There's got to be a break here somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
By that time, Special Touch was climbing the ladder. We were getting bookings from everywhere. So I said to myself, I need to do some dances here that I can have the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, strangely enough, I stumbled on a couple of things. I was doing my birthday dance anyway with J2 at the time. But one day, New Year's Eve, Old Street,
Okay.
We played for a guy called Courtney, Too Sweet.
Yeah, Courtney.
And we was them time there. I think it was, if you want to be real about it, it was Studio Express, Special Touch, Latest Edition, Fifth Avenue. Those were the sounds that were making noise.
And Nasty Boys.
Right, Nasty Boys.
At that time.
At that time,
and we was on everything.
Yeah.
So there was nothing that I wasn't missing out on nothing. But I said, no. So I was at a dance, New Year's Eve, and I saw Dodd do something in the dance with this whole make the people them stamp the floor thing. And I was looking, and I remember I was sitting at the bar on a chair. And I was looking.
He's gone there. He's gone there, and I'm passionate.
Yeah,
I'm passionate.
I thought, where you get them kind of thing? But I knew it was. I'm just gonna ask you. It was from a yard dance.
Yeah. And then I'm passionate. I got to speak about it. I'm passionate. Like, and we're gonna get to Stamp in a minute and the notoriety and the branding and everything else and what it's achieved over the years. But people, if you don't understand Stamp, I was in a rave and I'm like, I just felt energy and like the record went stamp, stamp, and we just made the whole place do it. And then every dance after that,
It was a stamp dance.
Yeah.
it was a stamp dance. But me not being the visionary or not really reading into it that deep, I kind of left it where it was. And then the next minute I saw Stamp Rave. I thought, okay, cool. But then after a while I said, hold on a minute, where's my royalty? Right. But he had a vision and he took the vision and turned it into a product. And I have to take my hat off. Anybody who can see a vision and turn it into a product, then hats off to you, man.
So Stamp's been going for...
This year will make it 20 years.
So this is your 25th anniversary this year.
Okay.
And where are you doing it?
We're going back to Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
Hold on, going back to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. So
Didn't know you went.
So last year, let's go back a bit. Stamp grew and grew and grew to a level that surprised me. From Dodd stamping in a party to me commanding 2,500 people.
So this time you got J2's birthday, you got Boogie's birthday.
No, Boogie wasn't involved yet.
Okay.
It was just me and J2.
Okay.
So the very first event we did as a birthday was in 2000.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was called the Millennium Stamp.
Millennium Stamp, that's right.
Millennium.
Yeah.
And it was in Brick Lane.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That was the very first, but it wasn't Stamp yet, it was just Millennium Stamp because it was something in my head.
Yeah.
So that dance was a roadblock. And it was the same night as Chris Sweeney used to do his reunion for Malaga or whatever it's called.
Malaga,
And me and Chris was in the battle about that for years. Like I used to ask him, why are you doing your dance on the same day as my birthday? You could do the reunion any day. Yeah, but he used to do it at Earl's Wine Bar.
That's right, Earl's Wine Bar.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, Earl's Wine Bar was in Liverpool, well, the back of Liverpool Street.
Yeah.
Back of Liverpool
So
Street.
he had the numbers, and I was battling the numbers. So one night I said, I think that night at Brick Lane, I shut down Earl's Wine Bar.
Wow.
So much so that there was a queue outside Brick Lane trying to get in. And I said to myself, this dance has gone to a different place. So you have to market this thing properly now. In my head. So I said, I used to do it twice a year. I used to pick certain days to do it. I said, no. This is once a year. Yeah. And I think for me, when I did Lighthouse,
Yeah, that's right.
I got strange enough, I got the link from Dodd for that. Yeah. I put 2,800 people in Lighthouse.
In
Yeah.
Lighthouse.
No one had done that before.
Yeah.
Numbers.
Yeah. So now you start saying to yourself, this is a brand. Yeah. So as time went on, and years gone on, clubs closed, and the clubs couldn't give me what I wanted. I think the last big venue I had for Stamp was SW1.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I had 1900 and 1800 or something like that.
So Stamp just grew.
It just grew.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. If you always be honest with you now, sitting in this chair, I don't know why. Yeah, because the DJs always played good, but I just didn't know what it was about Stamp that made them.
I think it's the whole concept. I think the DJs, the names, the venues took it to. I think on that one, as a person who's been involved, as we've been involved in Stamp every year bar one, looking at it from my perspective, I think it's just the name is catchy. You've had good numbers all the way, and you've elevated it to a different level, really.
So, what made me go to Abu Dhabi last year was I had an event in Tottenham Green Leisure Centre.
Did you see me roll my eyes, people?
I didn't want to put it in there, but you know when you're struggling for venues,
Yeah, sometimes you have to.
it's
do
a
it.
numbers game.
Okay.
Yeah, and I thought to myself, and there was nowhere that could hold my number. Royal Lounge only holds about 900 people. I'm 1,000+ person standard for Stamp. It's not worth going there. So I said to myself, so then obviously I went to the sports centre.
Okay.
You know,
So in your eyes, that was a mistake then.
I don't. You know what I think it was? I think I lowered my brand.
Okay.
By getting into a sports centre, go back 10, 15 years,
You could have done
I could have done that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for where it was and what I was doing,
Okay.
I think it lowered my brand.
Okay.
But I was never going to cancel Stamp. It had to happen.
Oh, see, so you was on the mindset of, regardless what's going to take place, it's half decent, it's going on.
Yeah, it's going on.
Well,
You know,
that's-
so we got 1600 in there,
Okay.
but a few things happened on that.
The feedback wasn't that great.
You know what? The feedback was bad because we ran out of drinks.
Yeah.
I don't think the feedback was necessarily really bad because of the way it was.
Okay.
Some people were saying, why did you take it there? A lot of people were just happy to party. But I think me running out of drinks.
Yeah, it would be a dentist on it because
you know what I mean?
even I couldn't get a drink, and I only drink water.
But then
And the heat as well.
And the heat as well.
but what I,
It was hot in there.
yeah, it's true.
Is that why you went to Abu Dhabi to get climatized?
Or do you think Abu Dhabi, that move you made from obviously Tottenham Leisure Centre, you ran out of drinks, hard part of the
I
dance.
just want to just sort of clarify that, yeah, before we go any further with this one. What people don't realise is that I doubled my drinks order and still ran out of drinks.
Okay.
But it's a heat though, it's a heat.
Yeah, so I'd never experienced running out of drink ever.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't lie. Players Club once,
Okay.
but I got a reload.
Yeah.
But I reloaded 4 times. And still ran out.
At Tottenham Green Leisure
Yes.
Centre. Okay.
So
But
I knew.
you ran out of water.
Yeah, but I ran out. I want everything, even cups.
Yeah.
But I didn't have no water.
So after I left that dance, I sat down and I took the backlash of some saying the venue, some saying the
No,
drinks.
I wasn't saying the video, I said run out of
Yeah,
water.
we know. We know.
That's what I was saying, run out of water.
So for me, I was like, you know what? Don't be like the man who crashes his brand, tries to do another event and it falls. So you're gonna have to elevate this. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And what made you choose Abu Dhabi?
I think that the market had already been saturated with Spain, the Caribbean, Malta, Portugal, all the places that had already been.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just said to myself, me getting to those places ain't gonna help me. Ibiza. I need to think out of the box. But I was not. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have any experience in doing stuff abroad apart from when I did St. Lucia once with Hector.
Okay.
But I never no experience. And I knew that it was daunting for me financially.
Okay.
So I looked at it, and then I was trying to think what I was gonna do. And then I met up one of my friends, Mazza, who lives out there.
Okay.
And I said to her, I can do something out there. She goes, yeah. So we spoke for a while. I took a flight out there, had a look around,
Okay.
checked out the surroundings. Because there was a lot of reservations about what we could do out there, drinking and so forth and whatnot. And I literally linked up with her, saw that the vision was already there in my head. Just wanted to know how I could take it from here to there.
Okay.
So I said, all right.
Was there a lot of red tape out there?
No, there's no red tape. There's a lot of restrictions onto how you do your dances.
Okay.
And that doesn't mean what you drink or whatever. You have to pay a lot of money. You have to have licenses for the DJs. You have to have licenses for the venues. You have to pay for. There's a lot of things you have to pay for that people don't even know. You know what I mean? But
it's good you're enlightening people so they can see it's not as easy as oh, why don't you lot just go and do this? Why don't you lot just go and do that? You're making it people know the insides of it. Yeah, there's a lot of well, don't say, as you said, there's not red tape, but there's a lot of things you've got to pay for.
There's a lot of stipulations.
Yeah, you got when you go out there, and there's another. And I'll tell you another thing about these places. Black people don't have no big standard in Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get that one
Would you elaborate?
So, if you was an average, all right, let me take it onto the woman scenario. If you was a black woman in Abu Dhabi, so to speak, and you wasn't out on holiday, you just out there wandering. They don't have a high regard for them. A lot of the black women out there are cool girls and so forth.
Okay.
So the black women that are out there that are working out there, they come from London.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying to you. So when you go out there, you've got to know who you're talking to and how you talk to them. Yeah. And I went out there, obviously, with the Mazza who works at she's a teacher. And she showed me I told her what I wanted. She showed me the places and I did the talking.
Okay.
So when I spoke and saw what I could do, I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. And if I lose, I lose.
You just don't see you again.
You know what I mean? But you won't not see me in Abu Dhabi again. But I knew I needed to deliver a very high standard because our people, they want the moon and back for a very small charge.
Okay.
So I said, all right, cool. So we went out there. I saw what I needed to do. I put it together. I had a wicked team behind me. Yeah.
And as you're talking about your team, this is your chance to give your team a mention and big up your team. So the platform's yours, huh?
I had a Diva Choice. Yeah. He was doing a lot of the marketing for me, a lot of the stuff.
You say Diva Choice, for people who's listening.
So Diva Choice is a company that sells like lingerie, jewelry products, bath products and so forth and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah,
and where can you find?
You can find them online at www.divachoice.co.uk.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's quite strange. Me and Trisha have been friends for a hot minute, like my sister.
Trisha?
Yeah, Trisha's the CEO.
She's the CEO
of Diva Choice.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
You know, like it's like my sister, and I brought in another lady, NPLR agency, which was like a young lady who had she was a PR consultant. I met her on another project when she was working for somebody else, and I think I don't know. Sometimes you just have to say to yourself, like, I need people to help me.
With a project of that magnitude, I think. You need a team. You need a team. Definitely need a team.
I had World Magazine helping me as well.
Okay.
Which is like a filming stroke magazine sort of company who were helping me as well. I'm doing bits and pieces of videos and everything. So we had a team, and no disrespect, I've never had a team.
Okay.
You've always been a boss.
Me by myself. Driving it by myself.
Yeah.
You understand? But when you look at the kind of project I was taking, I was like.
No, you need.
But you know, my favourite motto these days is teamwork make the dream work.
Yeah.
So without a solid team, the dream ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. So I went into it with open eyes. I spent a hell of a lot of money. You know what I mean? But one thing I knew what I wanted to do, I wanted to take what I had here and produce it there.
Okay.
Yeah. And do you think you've done it?
I think I've done it to a high standard. I mean, I wasn't saying it then because everyone was saying, "Nah, you done it, goodie." But I had to wait for the thing to settle.
Yeah, to settle down and see the response for it. As
Dj Ali, do you think you've done it?
Yeah, it was a very. That's the first time I've been to Dubai, but I haven't been to Abu Dhabi, and it was well executed from the time we got on the plane, from the time we got off the plane and went to the hotel. Everything was on point. You didn't really have to ask anybody. It was all done for you. It was definitely well put together. You know, it was like it had been done a few times.
Yeah, I would definitely on back on what DJ Ali said. I would say I'd have to champion that and say definitely. I didn't feel like it was a first time execution.
No, definitely not.
I felt like the person came there 3-4 times, done its research. Everything was on point. Apart from one little thing, goodie. One little thing. I can't fly a comedy with my legs. I'm 6'2", mate. But apart from that, overall, the whole thing was executed right, and we're all about branding in the show. So I can say to somebody, this is a brand that I can recommend to.
No, Stamp Abu Dhabi is definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely recommendable, and that takes place October 29th to the 3rd. So if you're interested, you got the dates. Log on to social media for all your latest information about Abu Dhabi. And as we're talking about social media,
I was just about to. I like the way you emphasise the social
media. Well, what can we say about social media? Social media is a great platform for whatever you're doing, and it made.
You've seen the change from social media because, as you said, we started out from flyers and blah blah blah, and social media can be a good tool.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but it also can be a bad tool.
Yeah,
and before we talk about the bad side of the tool, let's talk about the good side of the tool. With your experience with social media, do you think it's made your promotion, job, work, whatever you want to call it, a bit easier?
I've got two sides to that question to answer. It makes things a lot easier in the sense that you can punch into post social media and thousands of people can see what you're doing. But in the same breath, I think it's made us slightly lazier than what we was before. I think that where we used to go out there and do a lot more groundwork, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, there are still people that leaflet. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. But where I used to print 5,000-10,000 leaflets and you was doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
You're lucky if I print 2,500. You're lucky. The last run I did for Abu Dhabi was 1,000.
Okay.
I just think the whole social media of WhatsApp and all that is just total chase. So and is there any way to go to give out these flights?
Well, that's what I'm saying, because a lot of the places have finished, or just like with myself, and I'm sure with yous, we're playing in different places. So we can't actually go on leaflet to 5, 6. Yeah, again, you need a team. You understand? And then when it comes to a team, are they doing the job you want them to do?
You're not sure whether they're going to do it the same. Because they say anything you want done, is got to do yourself. So if you put it in the hands of somebody else and they're not doing it properly, you can see straight away.
Your face, let's be real here. The face of Student Express, the face of Special Touch, whatever it may be.
Yeah, that's what sells.
That's what sells. Yeah, it sells the brand. It's brands. It's brands.
Not gonna lie, it's a very serious platform, but it's a damaging platform if you get it wrong.
Yeah.
Well, one thing when we invite special guests on these shows, we don't invite people on the show just because they're nice people and they've got wealth of experience. There's also always highs and lows in anything we do. Now, recently, social media hasn't been that pleasant to you.
No.
And a lot of people's got a lot of things to say, and it doesn't really give you a chance for you to voice your own platform, because obviously with the controversy, the controversy was going around, obviously it's focused on you. I'd like to hear your opinion about it and what your views is and your honest views about it, because what's happening's happening. Yeah. It's gone out there already. So a lot of people have speculated, a lot of people have made up stories, a lot of people have added to stories. But I think this is your platform now to make people know, well, this is the real happenings. You don't have to go into detail, because who don't know, and who knows. Yeah. But this is your platform to say, well, you know what? This is the A, this is B, this is C. Plead the fifth, whatever you want to do. So, DJ Ali got a couple of questions to ask you. I got a couple of questions to ask you, and then we'll just close that part.
It was just, as we said, social media, the highs and lows. So, as Dodd kind of touched on the bad side of social media, how did it affect you having your name out there in social media for all the wrong reasons?
I don't think anybody wants to see themselves displayed in that manner on any social media platform. People who know me very well will know that I got thick skin.
Okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't just me.
There was other people that were affected
exactly.
as well. You got your children, your children's affected, families affected and stuff like that. So it's true, when people do things, they just focus on that one person. They don't take into.
And this is why we kind of touched on the subject, even though we didn't want it, because he's one of our fellow DJs. Number one, it's man's personal life. Number two, but I'm also trying to make people who's watching realize social media, when you do, how can I put it? Anybody can be a gangster behind a keyboard, but you've got to look at the damage you can cause, because people's children can see things that they're not meant to see. It could affect them at school. They could start getting bullied. So it's all good and well, everybody jumping up and saying and doing what they're doing. But I think sometimes social media, when you use it in the wrong way, it sounds good at the time, but even the person who's sending the messages or whatever they're doing, it affects your kids as well, because
it affects you when you're doing things like that. It actually affects you yourself. But just enlighten us how it kind of affected you. And
it for a while, I'd say, I don't feel like I got no feelings, but But you know, for a couple of weeks, it had me because it was in a transition of from Christmas to the New Year.
Yeah. At that time, I think at that time of the year, you want to sort your life.
You don't want to see them kind of things happening when you're coming into a new year, let alone the beginning of the new year. You know what I mean? But it damaged. It done a lot of damage. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? And I would say there were times I was sitting in my house thinking to myself, Lord have mercy. You know, but because I've got thick skin and because I'm in the forefront of the DJ world, what am I gonna do? Walk around with my underpants on my head? No. You know what I mean? I've got to come out, and the worst thing about it is, if you look at the bigger picture, Nigel's the DJ and I'm the MC. I can't even hide behind the turntables. I've got to be up front. So I've got to know that everyone knows what's happened to me. I've got to deal with, what happened to you, Goody, when you already know?
Do you really think people are really that? I think if social media was about 15 years ago, I think it would have been more damaging because
what was going on 15 years ago?
It would have been a lot more damaging.
Yeah,
and not only that, because nowadays I think social media is like a newspaper.
Yeah.
It might regurgitate later on, but it just comes up and it goes. So, and plus you got a brand to deal with as well.
And that's the thing about it. It dropped just as I was relaunching. Stamp Abu Dhabi.
But do you think now? I don't think the brand.
Do you think that was timed?
Who knows? It's a possibility. You know what I mean? I don't know what was going on in that person's head when they posted that. You understand? But for me, there were two key factors in that for me. Number one, the person who posted it didn't put who they were. So you are a plastic gangster as far as I'm concerned. And number two, there was no reason to post it. You understand? As far as I was concerned. You know what I mean? You didn't have to post anything because the damage had already been done prior to that. You understand? So in my eyes, you just did it to damage me, which is cool. But realistically speaking, if you're trying to damage what I do outside as regards to promotion, that was never going to happen because I can spin that all day long. You know what I mean? So you wanted to damage my personal life, which is cool. You know, but look, we're 2 months in now from when it happened. Stamp ain't gonna get damaged. I'm still gonna play out. I'm still gonna do what I need to do.
Well, you have to. You can't stop.
You have to, innit? Life don't stop there.
Right. So for me,
as I say, can't stop, won't stop.
Right. And for me, it was like a case of like, you know, obviously you got to take the backlash for a couple of weeks. You know, because you know, luckily for me, I didn't play out. So the last dance I did was the Christmas party.
The Christmas party.
And then we didn't play out for 2 weeks.
Okay.
That gave me a chance to sit back in the background and say, well, let's watch what's going on.
Okay.
You know?
Well, I tell you what, to be honest, as you said, we didn't want to touch on it for too long. We just wanted to see how it affected you.
Obviously, you're in here. The question's going to be asked anyway. You know,
we're not going to skirt around it. We're not going to say, A, B, C, D, E, F, G because you're our mate. It's, as I said, it's a platform for you to do your thing, and so said, so done. Away from all that now with social media, let's get back onto Abu Dhabi. Have a few seconds to tell people what's happening with Abu Dhabi, what's new, what's going to be happening, what's not going to be happening, how do you book, where do you get your ticket from, hotels, blah blah, really, team, da 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 da. Oh yeah, by the way, we will be there. Yes, and I will be demanding leg room and all the rest. But let's hear about it.
So we as I said, it was a massive success. Everything went well. There were some hitches behind the scenes, but no one would know.
Not major hitches.
No, nothing. I mean,
well, I tell you what, if there was hitches behind the scene, the people who was actually on the trip and involved in the trip, whether you're a DJ, rep, I didn't see nothing.
So this year, I'm going a little bit harder.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are going to be a few more surprises on the trip. Yeah. We are definitely going for a bigger boat.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a different level. You understand? And I'm looking to take it up 2 to 3 octaves from what it was.
Okay.
Yeah. Still going to give everyone value for money. As you will know, I've still kept it at $799, even though I've given them an extra day to stay. So it's 5 nights as opposed to 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Still staying in a 5-star proper hotel. Yeah.
Well, I can vouch for this. The hotel was off the hook.
Yeah.
And you know what? You could order Kentucky. What?
Yeah.
Uber Eats. Wicked.
So we're looking to take more people. Yeah.
So far, how's the energy? How's it all on street?
So this time last year, we had a certain amount of people. I've doubled that this time last year.
Okay, cool.
Already, so we're moving. Yes, and
so just tell us a few of the events that will be taking place.
So
for this year.
Yeah. So Thursday we land into Abu Dhabi. Yeah, you're treated to a champagne reception. Where then your bags are taken up into your room.
What I say?
Yeah. Friday morning is the meet.
You need to be there.
Yeah, the meet and greet. And you know we never cut the corners because you saw where we get the meet and greet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then Friday afternoon is the brunch.
Yeah, that was
Not for
Now that's a proper thing. Now, people, when you hear people say brunch, now I'm not a great fan of seafood, but everything got moved. I think the man even gave me octopus. I ate that. Absolutely banging.
the
The
brunch is a must.
It's a must, but you got to pace yourself because it's free drinks as well.
Yeah.
And believe you me, free drink heat, prawns.
Yeah.
It does get a bit.
It gets a bit. It gets a bit loud.
It gets a bit loud.
A bit loud.
My mate Ray took full advantage of it last
It gets
year.
a bit loud.
Yeah, it gets a bit loud. So hold that sweet vibes out
Yeah,
in the
I mean-
capital. The brunch, I think you need to come like 2 hours before it's finished.
That's for 4 hours. So it ain't like, you know, when you have a brunch over here, you get an hour and a half. It's 4 hours. And you can eat and drink to the cows come. Don't stop. And straight after that, we got a pool beach party.
Yeah.
And then the Saturday is the boat party. Now we're trying to deliberate here whether we're going to do a thing in the evening after what happened last year.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe I don't.
not.
I think you should.
Maybe not.
I think you should. You know why? You're on a holiday. The choice is yours, isn't it?
Yeah,
you either come, you don't come.
People was broken, like.
People was mashed up that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, but you know what? They still came
Yeah,
out.
and bearing in mind the boat is bring your own drinks. Yeah, I just want to elaborate on that as well. Don't think that you can't drink your drinks on the boat. Don't think you can't get drinks in Abu Dhabi. We have a man who knows a man. Yeah, so you either bring it through duty free, or we have a man who knows a man.
I need to put a disclaimer on that. Welcome to Express Yourself Radio, and that comment is strictly for Wj Goodgroove's purposes only. Now, you can get drinks in Abu Dhabi. It's not as strict as people think it is. Myself and DJ Ali did go to actual off license, proper off license. So it's not a case of a lot of people's got a lot of perceptions about Abu Dhabi. I think the old school side of Abu Dhabi. Nowadays, you can drink in Abu Dhabi, but obviously everything's got rules and regulations, and there's
Could probably get
order.
anything out of it.
Yeah, the only thing that I advise to anyone that's coming out there who are like herbalist things, not out there.
And you have been warned. So if you do decide to come to Abu Dhabi and you do decide that you are going to swing in roundabouts, it's a non-claim. It's a disclaimer.
Yeah, they will lift you up and take you away, and I'm not bailing you out. So it's just one of those things, you know what I mean? But I also, before we forget, last year there was a lot of women. I mean, and we're looking for some more men this year.
So men, get your credit cards out. Get your Is there a payment scheme? I was asked that the other day.
Yeah, so basically your first deposit is £100, and you can pay as you like until payments. Last payment must be paid by September.
Okay, so what are we now? That's March, April, May, June.
Yeah, you still got
a fair time.
End of August, beginning of September.
So basically, if you put £100 deposit, if my math does me correct, and you pay £100 from the time you pay the deposit, you'll be finished by August.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
You know what I mean?
And where are you going to get all that for £100?
And then obviously we haven't even covered Sunday, which is the stamp itself.
That's the stamp. That's the closing party.
That's the closing party.
Yeah.
But there may be one extra.
Okay.
On the Monday, because we don't come back to Tuesday now.
Oh,
so
okay.
maybe something on the afternoon. I'll let you. Yeah. But it's a fully packed trip. We are going to do some sightseeing this year if you want to do it. Safari, quad biking. It's all kind of being
Transition.
now. You know what I mean? So
cool.
I will get all that with. It's only $799 for now. It is selling, and it's not no PR stunt. It is selling fast.
Okay.
So, get your £100 deposit down. It secures your space. For more details, 0203 633 8464.
Okay. And where can people find you, like on social media?
Find us,
even though social media hasn't been your friend, but
yeah. Well, you got to work with social media, haven't you? Regardless of you.
Yeah, it's something you got to work with.
What I mean? So you can find us at Special Touch on Facebook or Wj Goodgroove at Facebook. Oh no, Warren Goodgroove Johnson at Facebook. My bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can find us on Insta at Wj Goodgroove or at Stamp Abu Dhabi or at either Choice. We're all over social media.
Okay.
At the moment, yeah.
Okay, so what can we say?
Another edition of Express Yourself Radio. It's definitely been interesting. Wj Goodgroove.
Definitely been interesting.
We've known this guy for over 25 years, and we didn't know his name was Papa B.
Papa B.
You know, that's
And what's the sound?
I could just imagine.
Power. Was it again? Power line high. Power line high power.
Enlightening.
So, ladies and gents, another edition of Express Yourself Radio. Myself, Dodd Dj
And DJ Ali.
and our special guest.
Thank you for having me, Wj Goodgroove.
No problem.
No,
Pleasure.
aka Mr. Stamp, aka Mr. Abu Dhabi, aka Papa B.